Aquarius, how you doing? I hope you're good. This is your reading for July 2022. It's a general reading. I'm not pulling on any particular area of life. I'll talk about energies a lot. To a certain extent, it's for you to take the energies I'm talking about and sort of decide whether they are the energies of a person or, a friend, a lover, a job, that sort of thing. But sometimes obvious themes do come through, so I'll pass that on to you when that happens. I'm pulling on collective Aquarius energy. That does mean not necessarily every single message is going to be for you, okay? Please take what resonates, leave the rest. Just use your own intuition. Let's get in with some tarot though. So as I sat down, I got the strongest smell of, I want to say curry, but it specifically smells like a curry plant. So I don't know if some of you have just planted a curry plant or have walked past, because when you walk past them and get the smell, it can be really strong. So whether you've been in a garden or something and walked past that curry plant smell, or you could literally be cooking a bloody curry as you're watching this, or you could be planning on cooking a curry tonight. I don't know. It doesn't really exactly smell like curry. Curry more smells like curry plant. Yeah. So I get smells. I don't know what to say. It's a thing. Yeah. So it just hit me out of nowhere. So I guess that's of relevance to some of you. I just have to say it when I feel it, smell it, whatever. So if it doesn't make, if that's of relevance to you, then yeah, this is your reading for sure. There's something in here for this reading for you, even if it's just a little nugget. But it may be that in July you walk past a curry plant and get that smell, and you're whatever you were thinking of at that time, there's something about that, what you were thinking of at that time, that's important, that might help you find a direction or guidance, or it could just simply be a little wink from the universe. So yeah, I don't know. Let's get you some tarot, my loves. I don't use a spread for these monthlies, so it's all a bit freestyle. We'll see what we get. Eight of Pentacles. Just had that in the Taurus reading I just did, which was my second attempt at doing that reading. Aquarius in July, please. Chariot. Nice. Progress. Queen of Cups, sideways. Page of Wands came out covering the Eight of Swords. King of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Right. I see progress this month for you. Oh, that curry smell. Yeah, I see progress for you this month. I see you like really being your own boss, like really being the boss of your own life, but in a very balanced and fair way. You're not trampling over others, you're not being arrogant. I want to say inclusive, or you're being, it feels like you're being inclusive of other people's wants and needs, but with very good boundaries. The sense here is that your diligent hard work is paying off, very much so, because that's what the Eight of Pentacles is. The Eight of Pentacles is that consistent, diligent hard work, honing your craft. And then the Chariot comes after that, which is progress, forward momentum. It's like, feels like things are starting to move a bit faster for you. It's almost like that exponential growth. Oh, you've started off very slow, very slow, very slow, and now you're in this kind of, that part of the curve. It feels like things are about to take off for you. This Queen of Cups energy is interesting. That's someone else's energy, I feel. Roles can always be reversed. I'm going to clarify, I think, on that. For me, whenever a court card comes out sideways, it suggests to me that you're kind of struggling to make your mind up about another person. Could be a romantic situation for a lot of you with it being a Cups card, but not necessarily. So you're like, feels like you're possibly deciding whether to give someone your kind of love, whether to give someone that unconditional love, which doesn't mean putting up with any old shit, by the way. It still involves having boundaries. It's about whether that unconditional love is going to translate into actions, actually, I think. You're deciding whether your unconditional love is going to translate into the giving of love, the action of love. The feeling may already be there. But maybe you're trying to decide, is that what it is? Is it love, or is it something else? Something else that disguises itself as love, which can often be about our past traumas. Our past traumas can make us feel a very strong something towards someone that we view as love because of our upbringing, but sometimes it's not that. It's not that. But also you could be trying to sort of gauge how someone else feels about you as well. So everything I've just said, you can sort of switch on its head and put it the other way around, really. Yeah. Just got the image of an apple. No idea why. Maybe some of you are putting apples in your curry. Hi, come to Queen of Swords Tarot so she can tell you what you're cooking for your tea. I crack myself up. I'm not sure anyone else finds me funny. Right, moving on. So, I actually feel you moving past this Eight of Swords energy. Just the context of the cards and the whole spread. Feels like you're not holding yourself back anymore, and you're sort of using this Page of Wands energy to get out your own way. I love this Page of Wands for you. It's very Fool-like energy. It's very, it's the type of energy that is exactly the energy. You know that curve I was talking about, that exponential growth? It's that exact energy you need when you're at this bit of the curve. You know what I mean? This bit of the curve. That passion, excitement, it's sort of moving forward to a certain extent. It's moving forward. Maybe you don't have a plan B. Sometimes we need that energy, right? Just do it. Just do the thing. So what if you don't have a plan B? If you need a plan B, then when the time comes for it to be necessary to create a plan B, that's when you'll create the plan B. Yeah, it feels a bit of a risk. There's maybe not much to fall back on if it doesn't take off. But this Page of Wands energy has so much enthusiasm and drive and belief and passion towards the thing that you're doing that, I don't know, it feels like it's going to take off to me. I'm going to pull, yeah, like I said, some more on this Queen of Cups for you. Let's go to Good old Lightseers deck. Epiphany. What a nice card to have in conjunction with the Page of Wands. I don't always look at the split, but sometimes I do. Two of Pentacles. Busy. Something you've been busy with for some time. But now it's really starting to take off. What's this Queen of Cups though? I don't know how much this Queen of Cups has got to do with this, which feels a bit more sort of 3D-ish, a bit more career-ish, but it might not be. But Queen of Cups sounds like, well, it's all related, but it got the Eight of Swords again. Interesting. The World in reverse. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands suggests a certain defensiveness. Certain defensiveness towards sorry, I've got Alexa playing very quietly. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes, apparently. A certain defensiveness towards an offer. Yeah, it feels like your defensiveness towards someone offering you unconditional love. It feels like you don't trust it and don't believe it. This Eight of Swords feels different to this Eight of Swords, to be honest. Normally I would tie them together when they come out again in a reading, but I'm not doing here. I feel like there's a need to close off a past cycle in order for this new Queen of Cups energy to come in order for you to drop the kind of defensive bubble. Feels this came out in reverse. It feels like there's a need for this old cycle to be closed out. So there could be stuff that you need to let go of regarding like a past energy, which is possibly a past relationship for a lot of you. Because it just feels like, and this came out in reverse as well, so I do see you moving on from this. But look at this. I mean, how much do I need to say? I don't know. What does this card say to you, Aquarius? Feels a bit like you look in the mirror and you don't know who you are. I mean, that sounds very dramatic, doesn't it? But or didn't know who you were. There's a loss of sense of self within a sort of past what looked like a Queen of Cups energy, but I suspect it wasn't a Queen of Cups energy to leave you feeling defensive and lost in yourself, like you've lost yourself in another person. So there's stuff there that you need to let go of, stuff you need to close out, some sort of closure. I don't necessarily mean closure by talking to this other person. I don't think they can offer you that closure. I think it's work you need to do within yourself to give yourself that sense of freedom, because there's such a sense of freedom in this World card, but it's come out in reverse, which tells me you're not there yet. There's stuff you need to say goodbye to, just let go of. And at least I'm not saying either way what this Queen of Cups energy is, whether it is that truly unconditional love or not. It's sideways. I don't know. You don't know. I don't know. I can pull another card, but I can pull another card to see which way up this Queen of Cups is. We can see, but it's almost like you don't really have the space to even properly engage, whatever it is. You don't even have the space to properly engage with it just yet because of this defensiveness and need to close something else out. Who is this Queen of Cups? What is this Queen of Cups? But you know, use your own instincts, Aquarius. What is this Queen of Cups? What is this Queen of Cups? I certainly feel very tempted by it. That's why I saw that apple, isn't it? There's temptation there. temptation. Who is this Queen of Cups? That's too many cards. Who is this Queen of Cups? Is the Queen of Cups upright or in reverse? Whew! Okay. Beautiful. Soulmate connection. Love. Reciprocity. Feels like it's all available to you once you've closed this cycle out. Whew, how beautiful! How beautiful. But someone who's very confident in their own energy, certain sense of independence about them, feels healthy. Feels like real potential for something very healthy, very reciprocal here. I don't know if this person's in your life at all at the moment. Some of you might, I think, might be watching this being like, who on earth are you talking about? This feels like something new coming in. This feels like someone you don't know yet. Interesting, Aquarius. How lovely. I like it for you. Let's finish off the reading. I think we're done with tarot with a Secret Language of Light oracle card. Oh, I'll try not to drop everything everywhere. There is a sense of overthinking. There is a sense of overthinking. Okay, final message please for Aquarius. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. That devil energy. That might be why you're overthinking. Or when you meet this person who if some of you haven't met, that might be why you're overthinking, because you feel that desire, that strong pull, that temptation, and you're like, lust, or yeah, borderline lust, because lust has such negative connotations. And I don't know, it might be because you do feel quite a strong pull, quite a strong desire, that might lead you to be thinking, well, is this really healthy? Is this healthy? I don't know, I think it has the potential to be beautiful. Yeah. I thought the devil card was going to come out when the Two of Cups came out. I was just getting that devil energy, so I think that might be what you're overthinking, because I have the Eight of Swords has come out twice. It's overthinking. I think that might be what might be getting in the way for some of you, is because it feels so good, you're like, it must be bad. That sort of thing. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Final message for Aquarius, please. I was going to say Capricorn by accident. Capricorn's devil energy. Okay. I hope that makes sense. Final message for Aquarius, please. Final message for Aquarius. There's too many cards. We'll get your card eventually. I'm sorry, I only work with jumpers, so sometimes it does take a bit of a while to get the right card, especially when the deck's this big. Final message for Aquarius. Final message for Aquarius, please. There we have it. Thank you. There is only light. Card 30. Interesting. Card 30. Let's see what the book's got for you. Darkness is just an absence of light. Light is sought after and extraordinary. We seek clarity of light and a lightness of being and light bulb moments. That's that Ace of Swords. Light bypasses the analytical mind. Yes, bypass the bloody analytical mind. No, I mean, don't. Do whatever you see fit. Light bypasses the analytical mind and takes us straight into loving wisdom. It is time for you to step into your shining light. Be illuminated. Let light in. Today is the day to release any disturbances in your energy. Happiness will come naturally unless you do something to prevent it from happening. This Eight of Swords does feel like possibly you preventing it from happening. Release all that is stopping happiness from flowing into your world and it will appear before you. Yeah. It seems too easy, but it truly is that simple. Until you realise this, you remain connected to the belief that struggle is a required, perhaps more respected, lesson-laden path. We often take on the belief that if we struggle, others will think more of us and we will appreciate things more. When you go against your soul, you move away from your brightness. The darkness is a sign it is time to feel your way back into your heart and soul. There you go, my loves. I hope that made sense for you. I hope there was something in that reading for you. Do feel free to give it a thumbs up if it was, and if you haven't subscribed already, go for it, because it helps me pick up on your energy for next time. That's what I've got for you, Aquarius. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.